I'll talk about today. I don't know. And I'm kind of nervous when I'm going live. I don't know why. That's why I'm in YouTube, like to become kind of more, what's it called? Kind of more, oh, I forget the word. That's too weird. To become kind of comfortable. So I think no one can see me now. That's good. And welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Okay, I'll do that. And what I'll talk about today is what? Nothing. The live. Okay, I'm now. Okay, how old am I? I will not tell, but I'll talk about today's generation than when I was kids. That generation, and that's what's happening in Bangladesh. That's a very interesting thing. Some things will arise, will come. So, when I was a kid, okay, when I was 10 years old, that time what I was doing, 10 to 15. 10 to 15. Then what I was doing in my country, I was living totally in the village, like a very remote village. There is a not very far from my house. There is a river. It's called Nagor Nodi. Total, in total Bengali, it's Nodi means river, and Nagor is the name of the river. So what I was doing is when I was 10 to 15, maybe before 15 a little bit, when I was 10, I was reading in a school where I was sitting on the floor that is from the soil, totally. Like then there is something you can get. We are just flooring up, and then we are sitting there, and we had a group, five of the students who are together that made a group. So in my group, I had some kind of friend. She's one of my cousin and one of my brother in the village, and one of them I don't know where is he now, and I still remember. I can't remember what other two of them. Even I don't know. There was almost 30 students. I don't know a lot of them. Even I can't say the name. And there was a floor, and we were sitting on the floor, and that's made from the soil. And then what happened? I had okay, I was talking loudly. So I had what? One of my brother, one of my cousin. He was kind of physically challenged. I want to say disabled, or from the beginning. I've been watching them since we were child. So he was physically challenged, and we were taking his leg has some problem, and his backside there was kind of a what but there was some kind of things that was not getting well, and he was too generous to us. Sometimes we as at the shop, and we are taking his bag, and we are taking a bag like now in my country people are going to the market with this bag, and that bag we are taking all the things, all the books, and from the school was Bragg school, like Bragg school said. That time we were a kid, and then we were taking his bag, and he was just. Then his mother were giving us a little money, just 1 taka, a day sometimes, and we are uh, eating something from a village shop from 1 taka is totally enough. When we're kid, 2 taka, that means we have a lot of money. 3 taka, that means okay, we are just flying over the sky. So there was the same thing, and we are taking class, and there was a man. a woman that was close to my village. Her house was, and she was kind of, I don't know, I still can remember how young she was that time, how old she was. I can't guess. If I see it now, then I can guess how old she is now and how old she was then. So there was something really, I still like feel kind of nostalgic when I'm remembering that. And then we were, and what I still can remember something, a very weird thing I did. I am very introvert person, and I'm very shy person at the same time. So I did a lot of things that I can tell actually. Yeah, that would be so embarrassed like for me. Like you can guess what I did. And my that brother cousin was kind of physically challenged, and sometimes he is just having pee. He doesn't have control with his urine. It's just coming automatically. Something bad smell was coming, and the madam was kind of angry with him, and sometimes eating. And that was kind of shocked though, but what could he do? And then what happened? Then we are taking class. Sometimes they were dancing, sometimes. And a girl, when I was maybe, it was 10 years old, I was 10, 15, yes, kind of, 7 years old. We went to the school, 7, 8. And then, 4 years we studied there at 9, 10, 11, 12. Yes, maybe 11 years old, we just finished that school. It was, fifth class, like. And then what happened? Then we are hearing that maybe madam could get married soon, and some boy was coming sometimes to look my madam, like how she was looking good. I can't remember her face though, but she was looking so good. Like we don't have feeling like that. So she was looking very pretty, like in a good way that time. Like even now also she was one of my teacher, the beginning teacher I respect. Even I want to see her. Maybe I'll see her soon. I'll try anyway. So then what happened is, then I was studying, and then we were just studying, and one of my sister, the cousin, she was older than me a little bit, and she is okay. How she is? She was kind of my cousin, my cousin, and she got some supernatural thing that time. His father and everyone was very worried. And what happened there? Oh, I can't. There's a fox. I think he's just trying to get away from the fox. And okay, whatever it is, I don't care. So my sister, my cousin was kind of okay. Cousin, I say all the time. She was some supernatural things happened. Some we called jinn came to her, and sometimes the jinn, some scholars are taking it in a bottle and burning it, but still it is inside the fire. And she was saying, "Oh, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming," crying and doing some things weird. And then we took her. Well, she was going to school with us, and then what happened? Then we are taking some kind of water with her, because if you do anything to her, she's a little bit crying and stop talking. She can talk for several minutes or several. And if you give the water that the scholars gave, the drink, then she was getting better, like can speak. again. Otherwise, she can't speak. Okay, and other that school, what we are doing is at the evening we are going for the private study also. Like, yeah, my father and my parents were kind of guilty about the study because my father and mother, they both have some kind of education, not totally illiterate. Like my father went to the school because of something was giving in that time in the school in 1975 or something, and 1971 to 5. And my mother, she was studying in the school was very close to her house, not very far, not very close though, but yeah, it was okay. And so they were both kind of educated, like little bit though, but it's kind of okay. So I was studying there, and then what I was doing is moving around the village all the time. We don't study at home, and there was no phone that time. Oh my god, I don't know. There was no phone, nothing, and the time was kind of what, like, too much enjoyable, too much. We are getting some kind of soil, that is very soft, and you can make it some kind of animals, some kind of uh, playing materials, maybe the pot, something. Then we are playing, and we are making animals. And then we were fishing a lot. And even in front of my house, around my house, there was some kind of drain, little bit drain. That's just the soil is just not very deep or something like that. The water was flowing when the rainy season. That's kind of drain, and I'm making some kind of, we call it what uh, with a little bamboo stick. We're making uh, something like that. We are cutting fish. We are just keeping it with some kind of uh, thing that's inside of the soil. You have to get it out and doing that. It's kind of, and I was all the time like doing that. And once I still can remember, there was a drain that's it's not anymore, and it's a little big fish. Little big fish means not very big, and I was very excited because then someone said, "Oh, what is that? That person has died. That person had died for a long time ago." And she told me, "What is that?" I said that, "Oh, that's a very big fish. If I can, if I close my eyes, that scene's still in front of my eyes. It's coming." And so, and in the afternoon, my father said, "Okay, what you'll do after eating?" We have to say we'll sleep, but really not. We're going out, doing things, and few of my friends, they are not anymore like very touched with me or something, you know. Uh, we are together most of the time, and that time there is no one thing, no phone, nothing. The TV was there, and on Friday we were watching a movie that is happening on BTV on Friday, and we were waiting for that. And the ad was happening for a long time, long time. The ad maybe 10 minutes. We are waiting for that. The ad was going on, going on, going on, and now you can search it and see any kind of movie that when you will not see that kind of movie now. So that was very nostalgic, and no worries, nothing. Like, where I have something, like a rubber with some with the tree materials. We are making something with the rubber that we are killing bars, but we are killing bars, but I can't kill it actually. Maybe I killed only one of my friend, one of my village friend, also you can say cousin. we are going to the, killing the birds with, and we are just, making a marble with the soil and bounding it, and it's getting very strong, and we are using that. So we are just we went very early in the morning to get more bars or something. Then we are trying and trying. Then there is a very little bar, and somehow I just hit that bar. I hit it, and it just died and fell down. And there was nothing you can, as a Muslim religion, you have to cut the neck with saying some Islamic things, uh, uh, and then that is illegal for you to eat. Then we are just, you know, what it, we are tearing apart the neck, and thus we are saying the things. And then we were just searching for a big bag. Oh, where we'll put all the baths we'll get. And then that was the end of the bath. We didn't get anyone because we were not very much, like some very few people can kill the bath with that a lot. They, who are very, very, their position is very accurate or something, whatever. So that was the things we are doing as well. And what the other thing we're doing, I don't know. Yeah, my mother, she was moving around the village, house to house, talking, and she was talking to some people, like means some other women in the village, and watching some movies or things like that. And there is a shop. If my mom was there, and we were taking by credit things like that time, if my mom was there, I have to, like, she had to give me something. I was like too much stubborn. I had to eat something every time. My mom was just saying no, 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 but was so much stubborn, like too much, pressure in my mom and crying. And then my mom had to give me, and that woman who had the shop, the woman was always sitting in the shop most of the time, and the boy whose bag we were crying, they were the owner of the shop. And that is the thing. Oh, and another thing happened in my life, like, that is very big. Once me, my brother, and my mom were living, together. We were kids. Then my father, he was working in the mill. Still, he is working, but he was working in the mill, staying at night and doing work. So my mom has a lot of chicken and duck and things like that. And that's their room is outside. So as we are together, we're very scared. One person was killed. Maybe it's just later on, but that we are very scared, because my father was outside, and we had some problem with our other relatives, like our, my uncle or something, about some other reason, land or something. We are having quarrels sometimes. So we are very scared. We locked the door, too early, and the door was too like, sounding like from the iron or something it made. So what was doing is, at night my mom heard the chicken was shouting, and then my mom tried to went out, and it was locked from the other side, because someone was stealing my mom's precious things for her, very precious. You can understand a woman in the village, all the duck and the chicken. So what happened then? It's just moving around in the village, not a farm like that, it's different. So what happened actually is, my mom tried to get out, but she couldn't as the door was locked from the other side. Then they just told us, what us up. My brother is kind of older than me, few years. So what happened is, then I was too much scared, but my brother and me, the funny thing is, we were just saying very, very bad things to the thief. The stealers were stealing because they were still there, and we are shouting, and then somebody came and opened the door and the door. Then we went out. My brother and mother, they followed the stealers, maybe two of them or something, with a cycle, and that time every morning they were coming with a cycle and a cage outside. So they were following, and my brother and mom, they were very close, and somehow they managed to hide themselves, after maybe 5-10 minutes. And then my mother and father didn't think about anything, that okay, the stealers can harm them or can do anything bad to them, like maybe stab them or something. But they were not thinking about that. So then came, my mom was very sad, and my mom and then my father came, and slowly we slept. We tried to sleep. My mom didn't sleep or something. But in the very early morning, someone said, "Who's the chickens and duck is stole or something." Then my mom went, and we found out that the chicken was there, with the bag full of bag, and then we got it actually in the morning. So that was a very, very horrifying story for me. A very bad story. Very bad means we were very scared that time, because and in the village someone killed, by some reason. There was some kind of reason someone killed, and in the village, at night. So in that time in the village, oh my God, after the evening you'll not find anyone, like who was sleeping too early, locking the door. But the things, that kind of scariness has changed really. Now people not scary like before. What they were doing is, what they're doing is, now 8, 9, 10, 11 in the village, like not like before, you didn't see that before. And when I was a kid, I am very scared to go anywhere I was, but when I'm coming back, I'm running, I thought maybe someone just outside of me, or someone, stabbing me or something. I was feeling like that. So that was and after that we went to the other school, but we didn't go to the school much or studying much. I'm not a good student, I was. So I was going somewhere, catching fish and doing things, and always outside doing something. There were few of the little boys. I was with them as well also that time, and they were also kind of my friend, you can say. I still remember. So that's very nostalgic. And today's kids are too much different. They're not going to fishing a lot. They're not going to do anything. They use their phone. They are playing games over the phone, and making relationship. And that time the relationship was not like that a lot. That time, okay, we were liking the girls. I liked everywhere, like in that park school and everything. I liked someone, in other school I may have liked someone in other school, even in the college, even in the university, everywhere, but not like now. Like they're when the girls are not are very much, what's it called, conservative, or not like that. They're also having relationship, doing things, doesn't care about their family. 'Cause- okay, I'm talking about the Bangladesh. There is religions mostly is Islam, 90%, and so maybe some people can think that's nothing, like it's normal, but in Islam, what they're doing is now the relationship is getting very harmful. Harmful means toxic, like they're doing things that's religiously illegal. So you're not following your religion. That's the problem. And oh my gosh, it's 26 minutes. I'm live, so I have to go. Okay, goodbye. I need to end the live. Are you sure you want to go? For sure.